Hello, the Grand Observer here with a quick video. Don't know how quick, because I'm just going to be yammering on about a new Let's Talk. Reality and imagination, I guess. Yeah, I've been watching a few top 10 videos on things that will make you question reality, like ghosts telling you stuff or things happening weird. Thanks to most top 10 amazing things, which I'll put a link in the description for their channel. But in all seriousness, what is reality? What is our minds? We see so many random things in the world. A lot of times we just write it off as our minds playing tricks on us or science happening right before our eyes. Like the Bermuda Triangle to ghost stories to the dead walking from the graves. Believe me, my dear children and adults. There is a problem, I have to say, though. When it comes to this, adults are half the time going to be the less susceptible to ghosts, unless you have an open mind or such. Because you've heard this ghost story from many different YouTube channels or people themselves, where the young child has a ghost friend, and then when they grow up, they're much more terrified to be around it. That's because when you're young, you have a much more open mind, and in a sense, more susceptible, even if you have a weaker mind, to such transmissions or viewings of the future as such. Another explanation of why reincarnation, if you take a look at the idea of people being able to remember their past lives, reincarnation has already been proven by science, even though Christians and such, not bashing on religion, just saying that they don't believe it. But then again, you would have to believe it because Jesus in the Bible died for all our sins and such, and came back. If that's not reincarnation, I don't know what is. Which proves that the Bible doesn't always have truth, which is another thing that twists on reality. Messes with our head because we're not paying attention to the fine details. And like adults, they won't believe in half the things in the world because they're so used to what they have already seen. And that's actually another psychological thing. Keeping your mind it's when something's right in front of you, even though you've been believing one thing all your life and such, you don't wish to believe in what's in front of you, even though it's already right there, because you're challenging yourself, fighting with yourself against your own beliefs. And believe me, I can understand that is difficult. I've questioned myself many times. Sometimes opinions I have changed based on questioning it. But again, it all takes a lot to change someone's mind these days. Probably less so for those that are open mind. But if you know something is there, and the logic and such does not apply, because there's a lot of things in the world that is logical that people aren't considering. Logical science and such, even with the mystical arts and stories. Things like cats being really strong to the spiritual world, same with most animals and such. It just all connected. But the problem is, we don't know when we grow up, we start to lose track of that with what everyone claims to be real world things such as work, money, relationships, and such. It's all just a ruse to keep you from what's really there, from the truth, from the spirits, from the demons, from who knows what's out there. Many people have had encounters, maybe not you specifically, which is why you don't believe and just think it's all a hoax and plenty of people are mad. But believe me, everyone is crazy, whether you think it or not. Because they want one way to be this way, so they block everything else out and they leave it that way. And then we got the other half believing this way, etc., etc. It's kind of like politics with liberals and Democrats all fighting against each other, thinking their side is the better way. It's like that in the world. It's kind of like politics. So when you see ghosts and stuff and you think it's a trick of the mind, always double check. Always remember always try and research the backstory of the area you're in. You might find something you didn't know before, ladies and gentlemen. Believe me or not, ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of things that the world has mysteries for. Believe me, I hate mighty encounters. Even I've had encounters with the supernatural. Not great, but deadly terrifying incident. Example, years ago. Oh, let me turn on some voice mod to make this. Years ago, in my old house before we moved out of the shores, I was half asleep, awake, there came a sense, but I was totally aware of my surroundings. I was in bed, trying to stay asleep, but there on my covers, I saw the giant maggots crawling on my bed, beneath the size of a football. It was a gruesome sight for me. So I'm swinging my fists around on the bed, trying to flatten them, and my eyes open wide, fully, and I see that there's nothing there. Nothing. Was it all a dream? Was it me going mad? You tell me. Yes. But about 2 years ago, in this house I live now, I don't ever sleep, I hardly sleep. But there, outside my room, late at night, I like eating ice and popcorn enough I was getting a bite of ice. I don't always turn on the light, but what can I do? Leave it off. But when I left it off, one particular night, to get some ice to know. And from the freezer, I saw it, a silhouette, a white silhouette with a black face. I couldn't see it. It looked like a woman in a wedding dress. Was I speaking? Did I see a dead woman? Did I see a creature? What did I see? Am I going mad? Tell me. This is not the first time I've had contact with a spirit itself. The next one is a really difficult one to explain. Because most of the hurts me by electrical waves, but there are the stories that they private groups. That's right, that's well. But my experience is just like that. I was sitting watching TV, and then all of a sudden, the breeze next to me come with a majestic flying on in my. Well, of course, there was nothing without to come on. I was like, yes, I'm calling myself the drown. And like this, in a sense where I can breathe out of this life. Where can easily be more than this. And I started talking to myself. Periodically, when I say yes to a question, the cup's lid would move slightly based on what I say. If I said yes, or to say yes. Yes was a slight fact. I haven't known the answers. And then it stopped with the next question. I asked him if it was an old man that was very nearby. I was. I never checked the graveyard, too petrified to see what might be true. But there is a graveyard down the road. I dare not tread it. I dare not tread it. Well, you but yes. That is my ghost stories, ladies and gentlemen. And do you question reality after my experiences yet? Do you have a much more broadened mind? Are you going to look at details more precise? After all, I have a very open mind, so I can see many things that people don't. Especially meditating helps cleanse your mind and open it even further, which I do as well. So my dears, ladies and gentlemen, have you seen the dead? Have you been into the other worlds in your sleep? And if you liked this video, if you were entertained or even creeped out by my stories, please give me a like, subscribe, tell us how we did in the comments, or how I did, since I'm the only one here today. My co-host is random, since she actually goes to school still, high school, I believe. So yeah, but yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, etc. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen. The Grand Observer is out for another day.